the world. Why? Because that was the conservative thing to do, and we were successful in doing it. So, Pierre, please, stop lying.
I'd like to respond to...
So we'll now do 3 minutes of open debate, and I'm going to start with Mr. Poilievre to respond to what was just said, and then we'll do 3 minutes of open debate.
I do want to respond to him.
I do want to respond. Look, it's your record that was liberal, Jean. You governed like a liberal. When you raised the sales tax, not once, but twice. Then you bring in a fuel tax. And then you decide that gas prices are still not high enough, and you pile on a carbon tax. And then you raise income tax in the form of something you called a health tax. That is not conservative, no matter what you call it. It's not your name as a party that was liberal. It was your track record of more debt, higher taxes, and more expensive government that was liberal, Mr. Charest. You can try to run from your record all you want, but the reality is that's what you did when you were there. And it is not just your record on fiscal conservatism issues. You blocked shale gas development. Now you claim you've changed your mind. You brought in a long gun registry after we got rid of it, going after farmers and hunters instead of inner-city criminals. I could go down the list of all the liberal policies that you brought in that you're trying to hide from today, but we don't have enough time to go through them all. I am a true conservative. I've stood for the same things my entire life. I'm not just putting on temporarily a blue shirt to cover up a red shirt underneath it in order to take over the party.
Thank you, Mr. Poilievre. Let's go to you, Mr. Charest.
Well, we don't have to go down a long list. Why did you oppose the fact that I reduced income taxes? Yes, you were part of a government that opposed. You can't rewrite history, Pierre. You can't rewrite the facts to fit your rhetoric. You were in the House. You were part of the government that opposed the fact that I reduced income taxes.
What are you talking about?
Yes or no?
No, I did not. I was not. I never commented on your income.
Fine.
Frankly, Mr. Charest, you didn't cut income tax, so there was no income tax cut to oppose. You raised taxes. You raised consumption taxes. You raised health taxes. You raised every tax, and you canceled out any minuscule reductions that would otherwise have been realized.
If you can't get that right.
Furthermore, Mr. Charest,
if you can't get that right, how can you get the rest right?
Mr. Charest,
we reduced income taxes, and the credit rating agencies actually said that that's what allowed Quebecers to come through the Great Recession much better than anyone else. If you're ready to misrepresent those facts, what other facts are you?
You left Quebec the most indebted province in all of Canada. That is your record on finance. You raised the sales tax. No one will trust you in an election on inflation because you raised inflation when you raised the sales tax. I cut the GST. That's what the Harper government did. And if you take a minute to stop attacking the Harper government, which is the party that all of us are supposed to be part of, then maybe you would recognize all of the good that that man did for this country.
Thank you, Mr. Poilievre. We'll now move to Dr. Lewis for a quick rebuttal, please.
I'd like to respectfully say to my friend that I was not specifically speaking about anyone in our party when I referenced conspiracy theories. My concern is that we continue to run from tough issues because we do not want to be labeled conspiracy theorists. And then months later, these realities manifest itself. That is my point. As conservatives, we need to be strong, stand up to the Liberals, argue tough issues, and not be afraid of being labeled like you tried to label me, Mr. Aitchison.
No. We're going to have to move on.
I still had rebuttal. I didn't get rebuttal.
Well, we're going to have future rebuttal opportunities, but we've got to move on for the sake of time.
This is not the Doug Ford caucus. Come on, Jamil.
All right.
So here's what I'm going to say. Excuse me.
No. Hey. Chill, bro. All right. So we're going to...